So far, we designed the appearance of our navigation drawer. Next, I will go to the main activity class, and inside the main activity class, I'm going to create an object from the drawer layout class. I type drawer layout space, and I name my object drawer layout with a small d and semicolon. I also need an object from the navigation view class. I type navigation view space, and I name my object navigation view and semicolon. Now inside the onCreate method, I get references for these two objects. I type drawer layout equals, I add casting for drawer layout type, and then a space, find view by ID, r.id dot drawer underscore layout. And semicolon. I also type navigation view equals, I add casting for navigation view, and then find view by ID, r.id dot navigation underscore view. And semicolon. Alright, after we got references for our objects, now I'm going to create an object from the action bar drawer toggle class. This way, I type action bar drawer toggle, and I name the object toggle equals new action bar drawer toggle. Now inside the parentheses, we must pass a couple of arguments to this constructor. The first argument is activity, so I type this, comma. The next argument is an object from the drawer layout class, so I enter the object that I just created, drawer layout. A comma. The next argument is an object from the toolbar class. We had already created this object in previous lectures, so I type toolbar. A comma. We need a string for opening the navigation drawer and another string for closing it. To do this, I open strings.xml and I define two strings in here. I define my first string. I name it, for example, open underscore drawer. And I close the string tag. For its value, I type open navigation drawer. I define my second string and I name it, for example, close underscore drawer. And I close the string tag. For its value, I type close navigation drawer. Alright, we are done with the strings.xml file. So I close it and I return to the main activity class. Okay, now I'm going to pass the two strings that I just created to the action bar drawer toggle constructor. I type r.string.open_drawer. I type the next argument r.string.close_drawer. And finally, semicolon. So note that these two string arguments must be entered in order, which is first for opening and then closing the navigation drawer. Then I type drawer layout dot set drawer listener. Then I pass it the toggle argument. In addition, I type toggle dot sync state. Alright, now let's run our project on the emulator. You see that Android Studio is showing an error, and the application was not successfully run on the emulator. So let's check and see what the error was. Well, the message says that there's a problem with my image name, John. As you see, its starting letter is uppercase. But note that we cannot use uppercase letters in resource names, and they can only contain lowercase letters, numbers, or underscore. To fix the error, I right-click on the resource name John, and then I select Refactor, and then Rename. I change the uppercase J to lowercase, and then I click Refactor, so that this change is applied everywhere in the project. Once again, I run my project on the emulator. We see that the application still failed to run on the emulator, so I check the error and it says that there's a problem with sent ID. I right-click on the error message and I go to the line where this error occurred. And here's the problem. I have forgotten to add @ID/ to my ID for the sent mail item. So I type @ID/ sent_ID. I close the navigation menu layout and I run the project once again. And yes, The app was successfully run on the emulator. You see the navigation drawer icon, also known as a hamburger icon, alongside the toolbar label. Now I click on this icon to open the navigation drawer. This is our navigation drawer as we have designed it so far. In addition, you can also open the navigation drawer by swiping your finger from the left side of the screen. Okay, that's it for this lecture. In the next lecture, we will define functions for each of the items of our navigation drawer.